WTHA's Groundhog Day Special is brought to you by Wolf Furniture.
And welcome back. It's a tradition that started in 1887. Yes, 1887. Folks started coming out to Gobbler's Knob, a tradition that stemmed from Europe even before then, to see if the groundhog sees his shadow. If he does, 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't, spring around the corner. Of course, we don't know how long that block is. What is going on the stage right now is we do have the inner circle. They just did their introductions. They're introducing 2 scrolls. They will be picking from one of 2 scrolls that will signify whether he sees his shadow or not. There are 2 people who do take care of Phil, his handlers. Ron
and John Griffith.
And John are the 2 handlers of Phil. They will be the ones who take Phil out of the burrow by knocking on his stump 3 times,
William Cooper,
taking him out. And then President Bill Cooper is going to tell us which scroll to read. Now, last year there was a little controversy that Bill Dealey, he had a little misreading last year. This year, though, we'll have to see. It has been cloudy, it's been drizzly for these tens of thousands of people.
What is going to happen? I'm going to get my
really, there shouldn't be shadows, but we're going to have to see what Phil has to say here coming up. So we're going to concentrate here on the stump and see.
And our handlers will hold them for the public, for the world to see, really, not just the public to see, for the world to see. And then we will determine whether we have 6 more weeks of winter or spring is right around the corner. Okay, to wake Phil up, we got to wake Phil up by calling his name. Phil! 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 Okay, guys, time to get serious here. Mr. Plowchuck. Huh? Get Phil out of his burrow. There he is. Bill wants to stay in his burrow, guys. That doesn't look good.
He doesn't want to come out this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, Punxsutawney Phil! Okay, guys, it's over. Okay, Phil, you got to talk to me, buddy. What do you think? What? Get it right for a change. Okay, I got you. Okay, we got a prediction.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Now this February 2nd, 2014, the 128th annual trek of the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club at Gobbler's Knob. Punxsutawney Phil, seer of seers, prognosticator of prognosticator, was awakened from his winter nap at 7:28 by a huge crowd of his faithful followers. Phil looked to the sky and gazed around his stump, Then, speaking in Groundhogese, he directed President Bill Dealey to the proper scroll, which reads, "A Super Bowl winner I will not predict, but my weather forecast you cannot contradict." Why, that's not a football, but my shadow I see. It's 6 more weeks of winter. It must be.
Okay, there you have it. Phil saw his shadow on a very cloudy, drizzly day. Now you could make inferences that he maybe saw it from some of the lights. Let's see if Phil wants to talk a little bit here. And again, there was a big boo from the crowd that went on because of his prediction.
Put 'em
but
back on. Nice
you never
today,
know.
but
Did Bill
tomorrow,
Dealey?
Next day,
Did
what's it gonna
he?
be?
Did he
6
misread it
more
again?
weeks of winter
So he
weather.
says 6 more weeks of winter, which is what he
We wanna
commonly
thank
does about
all of
80%
you,
of the
every one
time
of you, for
since
coming here. You're the one that
1887.
makes this
He
great.
has said
One of the
6
greatest cultural
more
events in the
weeks
United States.
of winter.
We wanna thank
So
you.
tens of thousands of people here still happy
you
with
have a
Phil.
good time?
Disappointed a little bit with his prediction.
We're gonna see you next year.
And folks said they still had a good time, again, even though it was drizzly outside.
Let me tell you,
And
as they told you, you need to go to the buses
it was a
there.
long night, but at least temperatures were
We
in the
do
upper
have
80s.
pictures with
So Phil
afterwards.
is going to
We'll
be
bring Phil
talking
up
to a
here.
lot
We
of
have
people coming
gentlemen
on
who
up
can
here
stay,
soon. Phil,
and they'll try to
over
help assist
120
you.
years old,
take
and
you
the
a picture.
reason why? A magic
line up
elixir that he'll get
here.
another sip
We'll
of
try to accommodate
this year
everyone
to
as
keep
long
on
as Phil has. He has
keep
some
on
other
going.
events activities
And
downtown. You go
Phil
downtown, there's places to eat,
it has a nice cozy
activities
home,
that'll go on.
and he'll be on the media tour for today, and then he'll have a nice cozy home back in his library. They'll come. I'll see
For those of you who want to stay
if I
and get
could
a picture,
talk to
you
Phil
can.
real quickly
We start with a line
and
to
see.
my left.
Okay, Phil and his handler Ron, right?
That's right.
All right. Now, a little controversy here. Really cloudy, but Phil, he's got a good
Well,
eye.
you know what? He sees everything. He knows. Don't doubt Phil.
Oh, I never doubt Phil. Never doubt Phil. He seems to be very happy. What does he think of the crowd this time around?
He's excited.
Yep.
But I think he wants to go home right now.
A little damp for Phil
No,
outside.
he's good. I keep him nice and warm.
We have to come
He's
over
good.
here.
And for everyone at home, Phil, he gets it pretty nice. He's off of work a lot the rest of the year, doesn't
No,
he?
not really. We're on the road quite a bit, but he'll get a rest for a couple weeks, and then we'll take him. We go all over the place with him. So he's the king.
Yep. And Phil, so far, no Super Bowl prediction.
No.
Any last chance?
He doesn't like to get into football because he's a whistle pig, and footballs are made out of pigskin, so it doesn't really sit well with him.
Well, Phil, we're sorry about that part of it. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for joining us on a very rainy morning
Well,
here.
thank you. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you so much, Phil. We'll talk throughout the year, and you have it from Punxsutawney Phil himself. Phil did see his shadow. 6 more weeks of winter is what he says. Now we're going to toss it up to Leah to maybe get some reaction from the crowd.
The prediction is over. Some people are leaving here a little disappointed, of course. Phil predicted we will have 6 more weeks of winter. Some people are leaving today. Others are sticking around because there are tons of events still going on in Punxsutawney. The souvenir shop is open right now, so you can go and get some of those goodies, including those Phil-inspired slippers you might just need. We also have events going on in Barclay Square, including weddings. So if you'd like to share your anniversary with Phil, those weddings start at 10 a.m. We also have events going on in the community center. Since midnight last night, they have been running a concession stand, and that concession stand will continue running until 2 o'clock today. We also have all of those other cute little boutiques downtown that are open, and plenty of breakfast buffets going on for those people, because remember, it's only about 7:35. I know I could definitely use something to eat. So thank you for watching with us this morning. Sorry for the bad news. You know, Phil, people are saying, is running for the hills because nobody wants those cold temperatures that we had last week. In Punxsutawney, I'm Leah Kirstein, WTAJ News. Happy Groundhog Day, everyone.
WTAJ's Groundhog Day.